Brad Garlinghouse has been dropping some big bombs on the SEC lately, and we definitely have to talk about this. But there's also a lot happening right now around the SEC because of, yes, Trump getting in. We also have some words from JP Morgan now, which is pretty crazy. But we definitely have to talk a lot about what's going on right now and the overall environment around crypto because it is very positive, it is very bullish, and it is very exciting. So with that being said, welcome to the channel, everyone. My name is Nick. For those that are new to the channel, hopefully by the end of this video, you do become a subscriber. So let's take a quick look at what JP Morgan is now saying about crypto and also Bitcoin. So we have here just in, JP Morgan says both Bitcoin, technically crypto, right, and gold should benefit from Donald Trump's second presidency. Now, as we really look at what's going on here, I still think that roughly the 2025 timeframe is similar to 2021. So by the end of 2025, you probably want to have some nice profits stored aside. I do think that, we're kind of entering that uncertainty phase of the financial, system essentially, where, things do still look rough and it's very hard to, get around what's happening with debt, unsustainability around the financial markets as well. We know banks are still not safe, in my opinion. I still think that they are, experiencing a lot of stress. So it's very uncertain on what's going to happen towards the end of 2025 into like the beginning of 2026. A lot of people are still expecting like an 08 like financial crash. We don't know exactly what's going to happen. That's why I say, just really kind of play it how you see it, right? If people are out there getting so excited, they're euphoric, they're posting, crazy screenshots of their profits, it's best to probably ease out and just kind of sit on your hands waiting for, whatever to happen. Even if things go higher, it's okay because we know that during the bear market, things go down 90%. So just be aware of, your feelings, the emotions that you're seeing all over X and all over social media. But I do think that, 2025 is going to be very bullish for crypto. I also think that it's going to be very bullish for crypto because of what's happening around the SEC. The SEC has been a massive obstacle in front of everyone. It's not just, XRP and Ripple. For the most part, yes, it has been. I mean, this has been a huge obstacle for XRP holders, for XRP, for the growth of Ripple as well. But they've also been attacking almost all of crypto. I mean, there's so many projects out there that I could just name off the top of my head that have been targeted by the SEC. But if we actually look here, and this is from Bloomberg, one of the big mainstream media, players out there, the crypto industry poured millions of dollars into the presidential and congressional races, but its most salient election victory is likely to be the departure of the U.S. SEC Commission Chair, Gary Gensler. And this is 100% true. Listen, I don't think that we will have a major celebration until Gary Gensler is packing his bags and leaving the SEC. He has been one of the worst players around the crypto scene. You got to remember that this is someone that met with Sam Bankman-Fried, let FTX implode, billions of retail money just completely burned. I mean, this has truly been one of the most despicable chairmen of the SEC that we've ever seen. And we all know Jay Clayton was the one to bring the Ripple lawsuit on initially. We also know that, there has been players around the SEC, like Bill Hinman, for an example, that have also been very negative for the space. At the end of the day, nothing even comes close to Gary Gensler's reign on crypto. So as we really look at this, yeah, I do think that it's time for Gary to finally pack his bags and get the hell out of there. Now, we're going to talk about that. We're going to be addressing it. Also, Michael Arrington, I'm sure that if you hold XRP, if you support Ripple, you know who Michael is. This has been one of the, original players to really kind of test Ripple. I think that he sent like $50 million using XRP. And, the fees were insane. It was like 1 cent to move $50 million. He said it was absolutely incredible technology. He's even saying, see you later, Gensler. And you could see just how much support, these posts get. I mean, people want Gary Gensler gone. And it's because of the fact that, he has stifled innovation. He has slowed down, crypto. And it kind of feels like we're getting to that point where crypto is about to be unleashed in 2025. And it is going to be an absolute wild ride. Also, again, just to kind of show you guys how big of a supporter Michael is, he did get the rug from Swell. This was the Ripple rug that he wanted, and he did get it. He was at Ripple Swell. Michael has always been a supporter of Ripple, supporter of XRP as well, and he obviously sees how big of a problem Gary Gensler has been. Now also, over here from Eleanor, new from me, pro-crypto candidates win big as industry's significant election bet pays off. Crypto emerged victorious from election night with more than 250 industry-friendly congressional candidates and real Donald Trump heading to Washington. And also, outside of this, if we go over here, we got another update from the SEC. That's right. Breaking, the SEC seeks to dismiss Kraken's key defenses, challenging its claims of regulatory overreach amid ongoing lawsuits. So now the SEC is challenging Kraken's claims that the SEC has been utilizing regulatory overreach. And I don't know if this is a good decision for the SEC. It feels as though Gary Gensler really wants to dig that hole even deeper. And I do think that at this point in time, nobody is taking the SEC and Gary seriously. I mean, if the SEC was to sue another company in this space, I feel like people would just laugh it off at this point, because that's how anti-crypto the SEC has been, specifically under Gary Gensler's watch. So right now, you know, the SEC could go ahead and try to argue back on a lot of these cases. I feel as though entering into 2025, a lot of these significant cases from the SEC are going to be dropped. And it all really kind of starts with a new chairman. And if you guys did miss the news, check this out. Crypto lawyer says SEC's Mark Uyeda has a high chance of becoming the next chair, while crypto mom Hester Pierce is unlikely to replace Gary Gensler. And thank God, honestly, because I see a lot of people saying, oh, Hester Pierce is going to be pro-crypto. She's going to be great. Guys, this is somebody that has done absolutely nothing for the space. She hasn't really spoken out too much. I mean, she has in a few interviews talked about how bad, you know, their overall approach to crypto has been, but she's all talk. She has done absolutely zero, you know, for this space. She hasn't done anything at all. She's all talk. Now, Mark, for an example, has gone on Fox and said that I think our policies and our approach over the last several years have been just really a disaster for the whole industry. And this is Mark Uyeda. He is one that has been pro-crypto. He has a strong chance of becoming the next chair. Check it out.
Welcome back. Meanwhile, crypto exchange Crypto.com filing a lawsuit against the Securities and Exchange Commission yesterday in a bid to fight back against SEC Chairman Gary Gensler's ongoing crypto crackdown. The crypto trading platform filing the suit after receiving a Wells notice from the agency indicating its intent to sue the platform for operating as an unregistered broker-dealer and securities clearing agency because of the tokens traded on its platform that the SEC considers securities. But Crypto.com is accusing the SEC of overstepping its jurisdiction by regulating the crypto industry. Joining me right now is SEC Commissioner Mark Uyeda. Mark, it's great to have you this morning. Thanks for being here.
Well, it's great to be here.
What is the SEC doing regarding crypto?
Well, I think our policies and our approach for the last several years have been just really a disaster for the whole industry. We have been setting this policy through enforcement. We've done nothing to provide guidance on it. And as a result, this is being shaped by the courts. And different courts have ruled different ways. I think what this Wells notice is, and while I won't comment on the specifics of this litigation, the Wells, what has gone on is part of a broader frustration with the fact that we have not provided interpretive guidance as to what you can and cannot do. And if you are involved in some sort of securities offering, how you register, how you get regulated as a broker-dealer, how you get registered as an exchange.
And you say moving forward.
So yeah, you know, this is someone that has been speaking out more recently about how bad of a job the SEC has been doing. And, you know, of course, we have to agree with them because we have been watching it, witnessing it for a while now. And I do think that Mark's going to do a way better job than Hester, if we're just being honest here. I've watched so many interviews with Hester Pierce. I just don't believe her. I really don't believe her. And I feel like if she really wanted to make a difference, she could start to, push things forward, but she hasn't really done much. Now, you might argue with me about how Mark hasn't done anything really either. I just think that Mark is more trustworthy here, simply because of, I've been watching a few interviews with him. I've been looking at some of the things he has been talking about with crypto, and it feels as though he's far more pro crypto than almost anyone that I've seen talk about crypto from the SEC. So let's see what happens here. I do think that this could be very beneficial for the space. Listen, a new chairman, I think, is going to get a lot more done than Gary Gensler. I think anyone at this point is better than Gary Gensler. But let's talk about what Brad Garlinghouse has been talking about when it comes to the SEC. So he did say, real Donald Trump, congratulations. Some fodder for your first 100-day checklist to get things moving. Fire Gary Gensler, day one, no delays. In his place, appoint Giancarlo, Brooks, or Gallagher. They'd be massive upgrades in rebuilding the rule of law and reputation at the SEC. Host a family dinner and get the Republicans and Democrats moving the digital asset market structure bill forward in the Senate. And last but not least, can we get some clarity? Similar to XRP and Bitcoin, that Ether is not a security, right? So this is actually pretty crazy that that Brad Garlinghouse is calling for clarity for Ethereum. I mean, this is crazy. Now, I do like the fact that he did put a spotlight on the fact that XRP and Bitcoin do have clarity, which they do. A lot of people have tried to argue around, if XRP does have clarity or not. It does. XRP is not a security. And outside of this, we also have, this aged well. Seems like they realized it too late to change course. This misguided anti-crypto leaders and their allies/cronies, including Senator Warren and Gary Gensler, played a key role in the red reset. And if we actually look at this, we have, given how close the last election was, I predict that this will end up being the issue that pushes swing state voters away from the Dems when they realize Senator Warren is leading them off a cliff. Navo said it well here, and here we actually have, it is unbelievable that the Dems are willing to die on the crypto hill. Crypto should be a bipartisan non-issue. Senator Warren and her minions have politicized it and have turned millions of single-issue voters towards real Donald Trump. And yeah, I mean, listen, a lot of people realize how important, innovation is, especially for it to thrive in the US. If we keep pushing this stuff off, offshore, guess what's going to happen? The US is going to quickly fall behind, and we can't. I mean, this is similar to the internet boom, where we had, massive multi-billion-dollar innovations happen in the US, creating massive amounts of jobs, revenue generation. I mean, we cannot afford to have this pushed offshore. So yeah, people realize that. Voters are voting for, pro-crypto players. So I think that this is a very big thing. And I think that it will really kind of lead to Gary Gensler being gone. Now, a lot of people have been speculating on, can President Trump really get rid of Gary Gensler? And the answer is, listen, there's ways around all of these roles that people, have been pushing. For an example, here we have, after today's election, the country may get a new SEC chair, but it's not obvious that Trump or Harris could fire Gary Gensler. The case law and statute do not say POTUS can fire Gensler just because he/she wants their own chair. And we have from Brad Garlinghouse, choosing violence here. The Dems managed to fire Biden and anoint Kamala without statute or case law. I think POTUS can figure this one out. And yeah, I also do think that he could figure this out. I think that will probably get Gary Gensler gone by, Q1 of 2025. And I think that this space is going to heal in such a large way. I think that we're going to bounce back in such a large way. And I feel as though XRP, more specifically, and even Ripple also, it's going to level up so much. It is going to change like night and day. And I think that this is going to be the big thing that really kind of changes crypto overnight as well. I think that this is going to lead to some very big changes, very big moves as well. And we'll definitely see what happens. But I'm very positive on what's going to happen around crypto going forward. I think that this is going to be very big for crypto. Let's see what happens though. And with that being said, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did, definitely leave a like, subscribe, turn notifications on. If you guys do want more free content, you guys are more than welcome to follow me on Twitter and join the free Discord down in the description below. And with that being said, guys, it's been Nick. Thanks for watching. Peace out.